Hey guys, it's been a while. So as you can see, new setup, new apartment, new studio. What the fuck is happening? Well, um, I'm freestyling. I'm gonna be honest, my life right now is just freestyling. But it is what it is. I know my last video was in June and I was in a pretty bad place. Uh, you saw it in the video. Was not the funniest one I've done. But anyway, I sold everything back in Belgium. I left the apartment at the end of August and then I went back to my parents' house, finish selling all of my stuff and trying to get back on track financially. I stayed there for 1.5 months and let me tell you one thing. I love my parents to death, but living there is just, that is not for me. Even if it was only for a matter of a few months, I don't want to live there. It was just, a little help from them. I was still working on the computer. I was still going to the gym. I was still training and stuff, but I don't know, man. Mentally, oh my god, I felt awful. I started getting acne back. I started eating like shit again, even though I was making my own groceries. I was feeling awful. I was procrastinating. I was not even reading my Bible, which doesn't happen often. And I was like, yeah, man, your environment is so important to you. Right now, the longer you stay there, the worse it's gonna get. I was supposed to go to Hong Kong on the 3rd of November. That was the plan. My ticket was bought. And I started thinking, Charlie, now you're 26, okay? In 4 years, you're gonna be 30. What the fuck are you doing with your life? You've been traveling, that's great. You took a risk, you start businesses, they failed, but that's awesome experience to get. I don't have any regrets. But right now, you have the power to choose what you want to do for the next 4 years. So either you go to Asia like it was the plan, you go to Asia, a little bit of fun, you travel again, maybe, just maybe, you start creating content again. And I was pretty excited. I was like, yeah, let's go to Asia, let's go to Hong Kong, Taiwan, Vietnam, Thailand, maybe, Malaysia again. You're gonna do great content, awesome content, and you're gonna get back on track. Or, second option, you just cancel the plane ticket. You leave 3 days later. That's what I did. Like, by the time I made this decision, I left a few days later. You go to a cheap ass country where they don't have massive taxes like in Belgium, because you have to know that in Belgium, well, I hate that place. There's no secret. I don't like it. It's not for me. It's dirty. It smells like ass. People, yeah, they are nice people, but most of them, they eat like shit, they talk like shit, they're just people you don't want to have around you. And then they have massive taxes. So you pay to live in a shitty country. You pay 30, 40, 50, even sometimes in some cases 60% of what you've made through pain and sweat, and you still have to give them 60%? Hell no. In what world will I do that? I mean, yeah, Charlie, but right now you still don't make any money. That's true. That is true. I don't make any money, and Belgium still pay me a little bit. But I understood something when I left my job 8 months ago. Instead of criticize, of talking shit to Belgium, to the government, like government, blah, 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 blah. Let's make it my way, you know? Instead of letting them control me, let me control them. They pay me even though I don't work. They pay me for 1 year and I don't have to do nothing except, of course, going to appointments with them and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, Charlie, this is your chance. For 1 year, you can work on your project. You can figure your life out. You have 1 year to make it. And now it's been 8 months. And yeah, the first 2 months I did content. It was amazing. I learned a lot. I learned about video editing and massive improvement. But I'm still at €0. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do all of this for money. I don't care about, yeah, I do care about money, it will be lying, but I don't want that luxurious life. If I could have it, that's nice, but I'm not doing it for it, if you know what I mean. But when you have purpose, when you have vision, when you want to make a community so strong around the same values as me, because let me tell you something, entrepreneurship is so fucking lonely. Self-improvement is so fucking lonely. And that's why I travel all the time, because I never feel at home, and because at the end of the day, even though I have friends, even though I have family, I always feel lonely. And so yeah, I took the decision, I took a risk, once more, and yeah, so cheap ass country where they speak English, where I could live pretty easily, where I can have a residence pretty easily. They don't tax me a lot. Let's go there for a week, see if I like it. If I like it, let's look for apartments. If I don't like it, I go to another country. And I'm still going to another country after this one. And so by doing that, yes, I still spend some money, even though I don't have a lot. I still spend money on traveling, but that traveling makes sense because it helped me going into the direction of my life. It's still working into my future. By going here, so now I'm gonna tell you where I am. I'm in Estonia, I'm in Tallinn, capital city of Estonia, and I'm in a new apartment. It's not a hotel, it's not a short-term booking, it's a real apartment. I have my books, I have my kitchen. After a few days here, it was so weird. So I was here, I don't understand any word of Estonian. Everyone speaks English, but I came here without knowing anything about the country, except the taxes and except the fact that a few big startups are Estonian. That's all I knew about Estonia. And so when I talked about people around me saying, yeah, I'm gonna come to Estonia, they were like, first, where the hell is Estonia? And second of all, why would you do that? Why would you go to Estonia? I mean, you go to Thailand, you go to Hong Kong, you go to London, to Colombia even, I can understand, but why the fuck would you go to Estonia? And so I told them, entrepreneurs go to Estonia, all right? A lot of tax benefits in Estonia, a lot of startups in Estonia. So there must be something here, and I want to see by myself. So that's what I did. And the first few days, they were weird. I don't understand Estonian. I don't know anything about the country, but I'm gonna still discover. you know. I'm not gonna lie and I'm not gonna say I fell in love with the city because I didn't. It's still European Union, and I don't see myself in the future living in the European Union. But for a year or two, it's pretty nice. It's modern. I have everything I need. Nice gyms, nice BJJ classes, nice apartment with pretty cheap rent. That rent here is 500 euros maximum. That's it. The apartment that you saw when I started this YouTube channel, I was paying 1K without utilities for a studio. 1K. I'm spending half of it. And it's furnished. I have a nice balcony. I have a gym. I have co-working spaces. I have laundry. I just came around here with 2 suitcases and it was ready to move it. And so now you're going to ask me, like, what's the plan? I don't know what's the plan. I still don't know where I am, but at least I'm going somewhere. And I want to make this work. And I want to prove myself that I can make it. And I want to prove my family that I can make it. And I'm going to be honest, I want to prove my ex-girlfriend that I can make it. You don't have to do stuff for everybody else. You have to do stuff for yourself. But let's be honest, guys. You have that dopamine hit when you can prove somebody else that made you wrong. Like, look at me. I made it. And so yeah, you know the winter arc. And what's the best place of doing winter arc than here? I have my kitchen, I have a balcony, I have a forest to run in, I have a gym right like two floors above. I have a desk. What else do I need for a winter arc? What else do I need to lock in? Locking in is great, but locking it with a purpose, locking it with some tasks in your mind is better. Right now, I don't have any, and I need to figure this out. And that's why I think I made the best decision to not stay at my parents' house and to not go to Asia, is because even though I'm 26 and even though I have a lot of vision and I know where I'm going, I still don't have a fucking plan. And I need to figure this out. I don't even know what's going to be the title of this video. I don't even know if people are going to watch this video, but I'm still going to post it, because the more I post, the more I'm going to get better at it, and the more I'm going to get better at it, the more I can make a living out of it. I told you earlier, I don't make this for money, but let's be honest, we still need money to live. And if I could live out of this, if I could live out of the community that I'm building, if I could live out of something meaningful, god damn it, that will be the life. While having a rent at 500 euros. What else do you need? What else do you need? I have a supermarket just down the road. I have a forest. 20 minutes by bus from the Tallinn city center. What else do I need? So yeah, that's why I moved to Estonia. That's why I made a bold move, and that's why I took a risk. It's because it terrifies me to think that in 4 years I'm gonna be 30 and I'm so far away of my true potential. It scares the shit out of me. You cannot even imagine. I'm 26 and I'm still poor as hell. And it's entirely my fault. So am I happy to be here? Yes and no. Still better than my parents though. I love you guys, but no, it was not it. And yeah, anyway, let's end it like this. I'm happy to talk to you guys again. I'm happy to bring back this visual diary again. I'm glad to be back. Always remember, take care of you guys and enjoy the ride.